gentlemen, welcome to Renee Box Young, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze, simply talk about sport of boxing in level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Definitely subscribers since day one, recent subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Flash Lives, premieres of my videos such as this. Playback family, salute. Thank you so much for your support, everyone. If you're new to this platform, we just love the sport of boxing. We simply chop it up and just talk about it because we have a passion for it. Definitely, I love, I just gotta share this real quick, man. I love doing these videos. I love, pushing content. I love chopping it up with you all, hearing your opinions and input concerning the content that we push and the topics, that all relate to the sport of boxing. It's all about that. Definitely. So thank you guys so much. Go ahead and subscribe if it's your first time. Hit the notification bell, so when I push content such as this. And if you feel like supporting any other way, you can do it via Cash App. Definitely, man. $. You can see it here, up here somewhere. $. Renee Box Young. Simple as that. $. Renee Box Young and Cash App if you feel like it. Definitely. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I want to talk about this Errol Spence, man, and Bud. This is something I've been just pondering in my mind, as of late, since this whole Ugas and Spence performance. This is going to be an amazing build-up, ladies and gentlemen. The build-up to this is going to be big. As of now, you can see platforms everywhere talking about it, and one of the main factors and one of the reasons why we see just a triggering and activating of people talking about this and just a Bud and Spence frenzy. It seems like it's living up again. It's coming back again. It's being reignited. Ever since Spence put on his great performance, wonderful performance against Ugas, getting the win. Matter of fact, I digress a little bit, but I don't know if you guys saw the photo. Ugas just Jordanis Ugas just posted in social media that his eye, man, I think it's his right eye, that thing, for 40 hours, the thing's been cut, shut up, and, it seems like he's been crying blood for 40 hours. Can you believe that? For 40 hours, man, like crying blood, tears of blood. That's some intense stuff right there, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to Jordanis Ugas, and he has to go back to the doctor to, get checked up there. But, just amazing, fight. But, a lot of people are talking about this because Spence and Bud, they're just right back, they're in training. Everybody knows that, Bud's in snack. And you know what this buildup is going to remind me of, ladies and gentlemen? You know what this buildup is going to remind me of? It's going to remind me of Wilder and Fury. We had years, plural, I don't even know how long, but ever since the first fight, the buildup of the first fight, just that, and then between the first and second fight, and then between the second and third fight, that was just a whole bunch of, and my platform, man, I didn't really get into that talk, but, I did when it came to, a general analysis on the fight and, just some things here and there, but I didn't really get to the controversial talk and things of that nature, but, that's what I think this is going to be like, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe not the controversial stuff, but why not? I'm sure there will be. This is going to be a Spence and Bud saga, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be, and you got characters. Watch this. You got characters that are going to build to this saga, okay? There's going to be, for example, Terrence, I get these freaking names they're all intertwined, man. Oh my gosh. The welterweight division, man, I'm just telling you, Keith Thurman, now he's saying that he wants a piece of the pie. He wants one of these guys. If I'm not mistaken, he's calling out Terrence Bud Crawford, Yeah, and all these characters outside of Bud and Spence, adding to the buildup between Spence and Bud Crawford. We don't even have a fight date announced, from what I understand. Like what I said, man, I constantly say it. By the time I post this video, there's probably going to be an announcement of the date. Supposedly they're thinking about, I guess, or it's been set out there. I don't know, man. I don't do that source stuff, but really, sometimes I do, obviously, on Twitter or whatever, but even the source people get it mixed up, because, sometimes a source says this and then the next day it's that, or sometimes a source says here and then, the next moment it's there, so. But I guess it's being set out there around September-ish, So we'll even see if it's this year, but hopefully it is. But the build-up, what I'm trying to say here, you're going to have these people outside of Bud and Spence are going to be adding to the build-up. It's already been a saga for the last few years. Now that it seems like Bud and Spence, that fight is the only fight to be made as far as, those two guys, that should be the next fight made. It's just gonna heat up even more, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of this is gonna, all the external things, factors are gonna add onto this. Like, for example, there's gonna be a lot of debate between communities, fight fans out there, that it's already happening. It's already happening. Oh, Spence is not a star because, he sold 200 and whatever the heck, 50 approximately pay-per-views, and then there were 7 million illegal streams, and, no, he's really not big of a star as many people say. Who the heck care? I don't really care about that stuff. Star schmar. I really don't care how big of a star these fighters are. That's why, I've said it time and time again concerning the whole thing with, Leonard Ellerbe and them, pushing that whole star status for Tank David. I don't care, man. Okay, that's me. I speak for me. I'm saying that's for me. I can give a rat's behind about all that stuff. I'm saying? I just want to see the best fight the best. And Bud and Spence, that is the best, fighting the best in the welterweight division. But what I'm trying to say is all this stuff is going to add. All this stuff is going to add to the buildup. You're going to have, ladies and gentlemen, we're already seeing it. We've been seeing it for years, but this thing is just going to go off the charts, man. You're going to have rivalries between these groups. You're going to have rivalries between the Spence fans. You're going to have rivalries between the Bud fans. It's just going to, to the walls. You know what I'm saying? I guess they say kahunas to the walls, whatever the heck, right? These expressions they use nowadays, but it's going to go all out, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I don't have a horse in the race here. I just cannot wait, and I hope it gets announced. I hope we have an official fight date. But like I said, people like Keith Thurman, they're going to add on to this because all he's doing, because let's be realistic here. Ever since I said, after I gave my post-fight reaction video or what have you on Keith Thurman's performance against, I think it was Barrios, right? His last fight. I don't think he's going to be able to, make it against the top. You know what I'm saying? As far as beating them. But Keith Thurman, he's mentioning Bud Crawford, he's mentioning Spence, he's mentioning those names. All it's doing, ladies and gentlemen, is gaining attraction more between Bud and Spence. That's all these guys are doing, even though they probably don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? Even though Keith Thurman, I'm sure he wants to go to the top again. I don't think he'll beat the top. You know what I'm saying? That's just my humble opinion. You know what I'm saying? But these key players, ladies and gentlemen, all these people around this, encompassing around Spence and Bud, they're just going to make the build-up a lot bigger. You know what I'm saying? And hey, and that's great. Congratulations to both Bud and Spence because they deserve the limelight. Fights like this deserve the limelight, like I have said with other divisions and, up-and-coming matchups, undisputed matchups, you know what I'm saying? Even in female boxing, they deserve a lot more limelight. And we're seeing how Bud Crawford is finally getting more limelight, which I think, to a certain degree, he does deserve, man, because of the accolades that he has accomplished, just generally speaking, in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I have definitely given a lot, my credit to Bud Crawford. And at the same time, I've criticized him, just like I do with all these fighters. I do it with all of them, you know what I'm saying? So, but, this is just going to be such a big buildup. You're going to have all these people, writers, you know what I'm saying, reporters, Timothy Bradley, what he opinionates, Andre Ward, Lennox Lewis, all these guys from the PBC platforms, from the DAZN, blah, blah, yada, yada, it's just going to go off, and more, and I think this is how it's going to be. We're already seeing it, like I said, but remember, getting back to that, the Wilder and Fury buildup from all three fights, and in between all those fights, just remember how many videos are being pushed on them. That's all you see. I mean, that's all you saw when it was between those guys. You know what I'm saying? And salute to them, you know what I'm saying, to Wilder and Fury. But that's all you saw. Every single day. I mean, I didn't keep up with all that stuff, man, honestly, because there were more fights happening, and there were a lot more things happening in the sport than just them two. That, and I feel that's the same, you know what I'm saying, between Bud and Spence. It's going to be like that. It's going to be next day Bud Crawford this, next day Spence that, and on all these platforms. That's how it was. Remember that. Ever since the first fight, the build-up to the first fight between Fury and Wilder, it was just Wilder this, Wilder this, Wilder that, Wilder that, Fury this, Fury this, Fury that, Tyson Fury this, Tyson Fury that. Tyson Fury was found here. Tyson Fury, went to the beach. I mean, Deontay Wilder was here. Deontay Wilder was with his woman. Deontay Wilder was at a meeting, and he said this. And I don't know, man. It was so much, and it was virtually or literally, I think it was every single day for months and months on end. Especially with Wilder, getting into the arbitration, the judge, and this and that, and then freaking bore me. I don't really care who the heck that was, and I don't care who the heck the owner of the farm was. Who cares? That's me. I'm just speaking for myself, right? So, the farm me and this and that, and just for the fact, and I just went live talking about this, just for the fact that Bud Crawford now is in this whole snack thing, that's launching another controversy thing, man. This is all serving for the buildup, ladies and gentlemen. Whether we like it or not, I don't necessarily care about it and all the drama, but it's going to be a huge buildup. That's my point in all this. Just because that Bud Crawford's in snack now, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, it doesn't look good for Bud, because now he's with Victor, and Victor, he was caught years ago doing some steroid thing and what blah blah, yada yada yada. And I spoke my mind clearly on that. I think we should give Bud Crawford a fair handshake. I don't think there's nothing to suspect about Bud. I'm going to snack. Let him do what he wants. It's his life. It's his training. And he does it how he wants. And I don't think there's anything to question concerning Bud, because he's completely. He's been a clean fighter. I don't think there's nothing to question about that. But all this stuff, we're probably gonna get to the point of seeing. It's just crazy sometimes. Oh my gosh, Bud Crawford was caught in Antarctica, and he was drinking the snow water there. He was making snow and water and boiling it because he's training over there. That oxygen is going to really affect Bud Crawford. I don't know if he's going to win now. Can you see, you know what I'm saying? It's just getting crazy. It's going to get like that, I think. Spence was found at McDonald's. He ordered a Big Mac with double bacon. Can you believe that? He's not going to make weight. He's not going to make weight, ladies and gentlemen. Is it going to beat Crawford now? I mean, this is what it gets to, But it helps the build-up, I guess. I can care less about that soap opera stuff, that drama stuff, But I'm just making this video to show you how big this build-up is going to get. And it's a part of the sport, man. And, like I said earlier, you're going to see rivalries between fans. You're going to see rivalries between, who's the biggest star, and arguments. And I don't even try to get into that stuff. But all I know is that, I'm going to start, pushing sometimes, not much. I'm just doing this because this is fresh, what I'm saying? But I don't think you're going to see me pushing much videos on this stuff, man, at all, concerning Bud and Spence. Until I see, like, noticeable and more important issues when it comes to them and the fight development, what I'm saying, the official notices of its contracts were signed and things of that nature. For example, real quick, remember when Shakur Stevenson, okay, when the whole thing with Shakur Stevenson and Valdez, I mean, I didn't even get caught up in that stuff, that hype, what I'm saying, because they tried to throw it on Shakur, on Valdez, that he wasn't going to sign. And I told you, he didn't sign yet. Shakur signed his contract. Why didn't Valdez yet? You know what I'm saying? I mean, same thing happened, if I'm not mistaken, with Kambosos and Haney. Oh my gosh, Kambosos didn't sign his contract yet. Oh my gosh, tomorrow's the last day anyway. And they're about to get it on, so at least according to what's going on and the contracts that were signed or whatever, the official fight dates. But they tried to throw the same thing on Valdez. They tried to throw the same thing on Kambosos, and I don't get caught up in that stuff. What I'm saying? So I mean, I'm just gonna push stuff on more important issues concerning at least with me, but this is all part of the buildup, though. That's what I'm saying. All these people out here who are adding to that, it's just gonna build it up even more. I can care less about how many freaking pay-per-views these people, these guys, and that's great, I don't know, but make more money, I don't care, what I'm saying, but that's great, but it's all part of the build-up with a lot of community out there, what I'm saying, fight fans out there. It's just going to be a crazy build-up. It's going to be a crazy build-up, ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys ready for it? I hope you are. There's going to be arguments on end, on these platforms. There's going to be people, going hours and hours, marathons, just talking about Bud Spence, man. I mean, I personally got tired of the whole Wilder and Fury stuff, man. I just loved watching the fights, though. I loved watching the fights between them two, but all the other stuff, man, it was just wow. So get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, what do you guys think, man? Do you guys think? Go ahead and comment in the comment section, those of the Playback family. I'm saying, do you think it's going to be a big build-up like that? I think it is. It's going to be huge. And you know, I wish the best for both these champs, Bud and Spence. Man, they're gonna duke it out. And I personally, I'm going for Spence. I think Spence is gonna win. But who knows, man? May the best man win. You already know I got no horse in the race, so we'll see what happens, man. Renee Boxing on a platform where simply discuss, critique, and analyze, simply talk about sport of boxing in level-headed, mature, coherent fashion, man. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for supporting via subscribing, via your likes, via hitting the notification bell, via tuning in, definitely, and being part of this community, and via, if you feel like it, man, donating Cash App. So you already know, man. There's a handle. You can check it out there in the feeds, also in the description and stuff like that. Thank you guys so much, man. Renee Boxing. Peace out. Stay safe.